it in so many ways, and one young man has done so. It's Peterson Sebati, who decided to use his platform to clean up his community of Potchefstroom in South R. Peterson saw his community in disarray. It was dirty. I mean, a lot of public spaces were dead. The taxi rank, the schools, some of the school areas were dilapidated. Not only did he start cleaning up, but he brought in community members and strangers to work with him in using the power of social media to do so much more. So Peterson is now the founder of Re Tsa Tsela, a non-profit organization that he led, driving a major community cleanup in Potchefstroom through Project 44. The initiative aims to restore 44 local communities by cleaning legal dumping sites, painting and revitalizing public spaces like parks, like I said, taxi ranks as well, and it's supported by volunteers and local engagement. The movement seeks to restore the city's beauty and, of course, foster pride. I think we are proud. We're already proud. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Puleng. How are you?
I'm great. Yo, Miss Puleng. I feel like a teacher. Oh, how's your morning so far?
Oh, my morning is great. I think I had a lovely morning. How about yours, man?
Are you in Potch?
Yes, I'm in Potch. I'm about to attend a church service.
How it's overcast this side. Is it the same there?
Yes.
Potch. I've been there. I like it. I like that place. But it's a good thing that you're making it look nice so that we can keep visiting us. Tell us about this initiative. What was happening that day when you thought, I'm going. They will join me later?
Yeah. I think it was still a day that I cannot forget. So few days prior, before the 17th of March, which is the day that I began, I was passing through a local park. This is one of our it's in the center of our community. And I remember it became a dumping site where everybody could just come in and dump, and it was just so normal that you could pass and nobody would ever be like, this is a park, what are you doing? But we started normalizing how it became a dumping site and no longer a park anymore. But I remember, there was just something that was burning in my heart on that day that prompted me to really clean the park. But I was at that position where I was like, I don't think this is my job to do. And even if I want to attempt something like that, who's going to help me? And I think I just really remember sitting down. Prior before that, I sat down and I really wrote and I asked God that, God, if you're really willing to, if you really want me to do this, please send me the help that I need. And I remember on that Monday morning, I just woke up and I went to that park and I did not know who was going to help me. I just went with a wheelbarrow that I lent, a shovel, a spade, and a rake. And I did not know who was going to help me. But I remember as I was approaching this park, I saw three guys that were sitting in front of the tuck shop, and they thought I was crazy. They thought maybe I had lost my mind. And they were like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm just going to come in, clean the park. I don't know how far am I going to get with this, but I'm going to try. And I remember one of them came and said to me that he's going to change his clothes and he's going to come and help me. And from that one volunteer, whom I still remember even till this day, that led to 15 volunteers coming in that day. And that was one of the most beautiful sights to see, I must say.
Wow. That's incredible. Yeah. And then the idea to integrate taking videos, was it also just your idea?
Yes. So it was really not into trying to market the campaign or what we were doing at that moment, but it was more of reaching out to community members through social media. And one of the ways there's like a community group, Facebook community group, that I would just upload these videos. But I began to see that as I was just also uploading on my social media pages, it got a lot of attention from people in Potchefstroom, outside of my community, and even outside of Potch as well.
So when you were busy with that much work, because it's huge manual labor that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Who's responsible for the video? Because that's also production. Like it's something you can't just put it there and just go about your your work. I mean, you have to check the angles, you must put the tripod, then you must check the battery doesn't die. Who's in charge of the production side of this project?
Well, I was for I think 8 months. I think, yeah, and I think it was almost second nature to me in a way. And I'd say this vlogging. I used a vlogging style of, I don't know, producing content.
Yeah.
So it was more of like shooting maybe 2 or 3 second video clips. Maybe if I see you maybe just holding a rake or whatever you're doing at that moment, I'll just do a 3 second or 5 second clip, and then once everything is done, I'll just compile every clip and I'll make one video. It'll be maybe 1 minute, a 1 minute clip. I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so when you started, you didn't have an NGO. You were just doing it out of the goodness of your heart. When did the conversation start happening about, okay, let's formalize this in a form of an NGO, and who was helping you with that process?
Yeah. So I never thought that we could go into formalizing it. Well, my heart was really to restore that local park. And in my heart, I was like, if we done, I think, guys, we could call it, thank you so much for your help. But I remember a few days later, so some of my guys really coming to my house and say, Peter, you saw that park down there. We need to go to that one. And I'm like, guys, didn't we finish this one? Why do you wanna? But I remember there was just this burning desire to go about like this turning into a movement rather than just an organization or something that was only for a one time. And so I really began to start, thinking and sitting down with several people, in terms of like just getting advice on how we're gonna do this, how we're gonna formalize this. And the only thing I could think of, since it was in my heart, I didn't want to just register this as a private company, but I really wanted this to be a non-profit, like going out and reaching out to communities and restoring them. So yeah.
And then I could be mistaken, you can correct me here. I think
Yes.
Rezatzela means we are making a way, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so that's what it means. And whose help? Are you getting any financial assistance at the moment? What does the future look like going forward? Like what are you guys going to be working on next?
Yes. So we're running a project called Project 44, which is a project that you have mentioned already. So we're just going into 44 communities in Potchefstroom and restoring like public spaces, public schools. And it is our heart to really get to see the whole of Potch restored. Now we've been getting a lot of help, especially from different companies, including Fiber Time, including what else? The NW as well, the Northwest University has also put in a hand, and like many organizations, I believe, I think Lloyd Leisure Tools as well is one of them. And it's a very big project. I thought maybe it was just going to be like, oh, this is just Project 44, but it's actually quite such a big project because it's going into like 44 communities, and there is, I think, 3 major townships in Potchefstroom. So it is my heart that we could get even more help in terms of hands and so forth.
Well, you seem to be incapable, like in the company that supports and promote what you do, and it's amazing how just one person deciding to do something and that can influence. What's the feedback that you're getting? I mean, for me, when I saw it, I was like, I know spaces like this, even where I come from. That would be something to do, and I wonder if you have been getting, because that's a feeling I got, you have been getting commentary regarding how this has kind of pushed other people to do something, and if you have had access to seeing what they're doing from seeing what you're doing.
So I think the response, even from people outside of Potchefstroom, has really been great. I think one was when I was called by a company in Cape Town, which was something that I never expected it. But one of the directors were like, we really see what you're doing. We know spaces like this in Cape Town, and we would love to assist you to bring about that vision that you have in Potchefstroom into Cape Town. And it's really been hard. We've been planning and we've been sitting down in terms of how we're going to branch out into areas outside of Potchefstroom and how it's going to look like. Because it's not just something that I think this problem or the social problem is not really affecting Potchefstroom, but I think the whole country at large. And it's something that we are invested into seeing also not only Potchefstroom restored, but different cities and towns outside of Potch being restored as well.
And that's what we mean when we say tech for good, using social media to effect positive change. So you've done it. Well done. I'm just curious, like, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned from this since you've been venturing on this?
Yeah. Is that there is actually hope. I think I've said this a lot of time. When you go into these places, these places or these towns, one would go with the sense of, there's nothing that we can do. And even if you do try, before it. So I think there's just been such a thing that do not give up on hope. There is hope in this town. And even if the science may not show it, but there is hope for a better future or a better South Africa. So in a way, I think I've really learned to really be patient and really be hopeful for a better South Africa or a better Potch, if I may put it.
Thank you so much. So people can get you on your TikTok page, because I know that's where you are most of the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, I think they can get me on my social media pages, including TikTok. But go by the name of Musi Peterson Sebati or Peterson Sebati. I believe you will find me. Okay,
thank you so much. Let us not keep you any longer. You said you're going to church, right?
Yes, it's about to start right now, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for chatting to us this morning.
No, thank you for having me. All
right, that was Peterson Sebati on our Tech for Good. I'm proud, really proud of our team for bringing him on. I'm proud of him for doing what he does, and proud to hear stories like this. We're going to take a break because I was just about to tear up. I'll see you in a short while. Remember also, if you know people that are doing really cool things, just because they didn't pop up because of the algorithm on our phones or based on what we consume, it doesn't mean we don't want to talk about what they do. Let us know. You can even send us a DM. It's at Channel Africa 1 on all our social media platforms.
Call us on +27 63 406 9126 and contribute to the conversation.